My name is Jacob. My surname is Masweo. I'm a local person. I come from a place called Davidton. I studied in Free State in a boarding school. And the size of my family, they're as big as an elephant. And I'm in the process of getting married. I've got a son. He's 7 years.
And you are? How old are you?
Oh, I'm 35.
35. Good.
Like many of us are met in South Africa. We belong to Bantu education, and I wouldn't say I didn't have a decent kind of education, but through hard working and struggling, towards my goal, I've managed to travel that journey. It wasn't easy. And as far as education, yes, I completed my matric. Like I said, I studied in Free State. The education wasn't really good. And after my matric, I came over this side. I did crash courses, business management, and later I met Cherish, and I did the course with her. And I think I must say, it brought a light, to what I wanted to do in my life.
Now, when you say matric, you mean grade 12?
Yeah, grade 12.
All right. And after school, what were your ambitions? What did you want to do? What did you want to achieve?
I mean, famous profession. At home they wanted me to be a doctor, and I wanted to be in marketing, advertising, and I went to Technikon to do my electrical engineering, and I think I was advised by my lecturer that I'm more business driven than being employed by a company. And I think that's where I shifted my focus to business.
And what is it about business that interests you? Why did you get interested in business?
The fact that you can contribute more to other people, the fact that you can bring a change into the economy of our country or even global economy, I think I found that very interesting. Before
DBSP training, what exactly were you doing?
Before DBS, I was doing special projects. We were doing fundraising projects. I was involved in another project that was organized by Variety Ventures. It was more of fundraising, for schools. And I think there were bits and pieces of lack of project management, lack of management on finance. And I think that crash course it came quite handy.
And what attracted you to DBSP?
I think it was more on the cost breakdown, because I saw a manual from a friend of mine who was already attending. Then I like the business plan part of it. I think I saw it quite interesting. Like any other business, you refer to the CV of the business, in order to get guidelines.
And either whilst on the training or after the training, what business did you start and how did you go about doing that?
We're in event management, and which part of services that I'm rendering here, it's event management, and I didn't deviate much from what I was doing, before. I've just added other services, to the business.
And how did the DBSP training help you?
Like I said, it gave me more direction on basics. What to do, how to market your business, and even how to drive. Like I said, a CV of the business, it's a business plan, and it gave me a light as far as the business is concerned.
And what changes have you seen in either yourself or your business as a result of the training?
I'm more determined, I'm goal-oriented, I'm more focused, I know what I want. Even though like change in economy, like recession has knocked quite a lot of us. Some of my friends are out of business, but I think determination at the end of the day. I think we're doing like small business ideas where you had to run with simple projects, and I think through referral of such practicals that we used to do there, brought a lot of simplicity towards my goal, a focus to my goal.
Now, this is a very established business. Tell us how you come to be in here. Why is this place important for your business? And tell us about some of this business.
Okay. The idea started. We're working from home, and I think it was more of growing the idea, to be something more visible, more accessible, and we moved into an office through request of our clients. They wanted something that they can visit, a showroom of some sort, and eventually, I had to save up, bit by bit, until I can be able to put up such an establishment. It's a communication company. We do advertising, we do sound rental, we do camera rental. SLRs are more similar to what you have. We rent them out, and we do printing on clothing, which is more of your corporate wear, corporate gifts, and we also do like like homeware. As we can see here, this is our sample rack, and as you can see here, it's more of your corporate items, what you could give, a person as a gift, at a working environment. There's different, there's clothing, and as you can see, we were also on a tip of soccer fever. Soccer was in South Africa. We are more of below the line communication company.
And when you say that you started the business, did you get a loan? How did you actually start the business? Where did the money come from?
The first loan, came from my father, actually. And of which I'm still owing him a little bit of money. However, it seems like as if I'm not finishing off the loan.
And how much was that loan? Roughly.
It wasn't much. I think 5,000. 5,000 to the highest it could be 8,000.
Okay.
The business started on such a capital, and he actually said he didn't want to risk his money. He's over there. And eventually he's also helping out to see that the business it's growing.
And what changes have you seen in your business life?
Look, business it's a challenging thing. It's like raising a child. You come across so many obstacles, and it needs perseverance. It needs a staunch person. That spirit of not giving up. That's what you need in business. A very aggressive attitude, but focus. It's the mother of all of them.
And would you say that the business is successful, and why?
I should say, of course, from where we started, we started quite small. Yes, we had obstacles, but perseverance, like I said, we're growing from one size to another. Maybe next time when you'll be visiting us, we'll be in a mall, in more of the spacious thing, and that's what I always pass on to my staff, that, if you're working as a team, the simpler it becomes. It doesn't help to be more driven by making a lot of money, but at the end of the day, tomorrow the business is dead. So rather we grow it from one size to another, collectively, not alone. I work as a team.
And so how many people do you employ?
It's about 7.
7 people.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's a team of 7.
By the way, when did you do the training? DBSP training?
It must be 5 years ago, yeah? Really.
And what impact has this business had on your family life?
You know, it has changed quite a lot. I think, I mean, you know, considering the fact that, I mean, you know, I'm the only person in my family, you know, that opted to take, you know, the difficult route, which is the business route, because, I mean, you know, there are so many obstacles. Sometimes you can go for 2, 3, 4 months without getting paid, and yet the staff, you know, must get paid. You know, as long as you can be able to do, you know, few things, you know, basic needs. And again, you know, family have expectations, and sometimes when you can't meet their expectations, they're part of the sacrifice. And it has affected my life, but at the end of the day, I think for being part and parcel of this, you know, they really witness so many cases on a daily basis.
And the money that you're generating from the business can support your family?
Yes, I mean, you know, on good days, I can support my family, I can pay my bills. On bad days, you know, we all cry.
That's right. And what are your future plans?
Look, I mean, it's to grow the business globally. I mean, I would love to have outlets like this, and having some of them like being in total ownership of my stuff. That's the goal I want. You know, them having part of the shares to the business.
And if you had to give advice to anybody wanting to start up a business, what would you say?
Well, I would say, like, I mean, you know the basics. Know the basics, I mean, then know how to manage small money. If you can't manage small money, you can't manage big money.
Right.